Welcome to the Git series. In this video, we are going to learn what is a Git revert and the differences between a Git reset and a Git revert, and when to use a Git reset and when to use a Git revert. Okay, the Git revert is also it is similar to the Git reset, which means you are reverting to the previous commit. But the way how the mechanism works is different, but the purpose is same. You are going to revert from the commit 4 to commit 3. And what will happen if you do a git reset, you know already, because you are going to move a head pointer from your current commit to the previous commit or the specified commit in the uh, history. And now the git revert also performs the same, but it will not move your master pointer to the previous commit or the history. It is going to make the changes, whatever the changes we made from this particular commit to this particular commit. It will remove those and make another commit, put this version and the new commit. Let's see, let us put a diagram and so that you will understand in a better way. So I'm going to write the same image. I'm going to draw again. Okay, these are the 4 commits we have. Assume you are on a master branch or any feature branch. You have made some these 4 commits. These are this is my commit 1, commit 2, this is my commit 3, and the other one is commit 4. Now I am going to use a git revert command because I want to revert it from the commit 4 to a commit 3. Let's see, I want to revert it from commit 4 to a commit 3, because whatever the changes, the updates I made from this commit 3 to a commit 4, assume this is your version 3, assume this is your some version 3 and this is your some version 4. That is the change which we made. And in the git reset, you are directly moving your pointer from 4 to a 3, but in the git revert, you are not going to move your pointer from git the commit 4 to a commit 3. You are going to make another commit, you are going to make a new commit. That's going to be your commit 5. Let me mention that this is your commit 5, and your pointer will move from a commit 4 to a commit 5. What will happen, there is a link and you are making a new commit on top of the commit 4. That is your master pointer, or I can say a head pointer is moved to this location, and whatever the version 3 you have at this commit 3 will be placed on this commit. So your version here on this new commit which you made is a version 3, which means your pointer is moved to a new commit. On the new commit, to where you want to revert, those changes will be placed from here to here. In this new commit, you are seeing the same code what is there on the commit 3. You actually reverted your changes from commit 4 to commit 3, but it makes another commit to a commit 5. Just give me a second, my battery is about to die. Let me plug in. Okay. Here we are making a new commit, but whereas in the git reset, you are not making a new commit. You are resetting from the commit 4 to a commit 3, and here it's a new commit is made. And let's see how this git revert works. And before we move on to the implementation, I wanted to give a difference and when you can do a git revert and when you can actually do a git reset. When you are working on the private branch which is specific to you and you are making changes, it is advisable to use a git reset. And whereas if you are working on the public branch it is advisable to use a git revert, because you are not removing, or you are not like overriding the history of the branch, the history of the commits. In the reset you are actually overriding, but in git revert it is making a new commit, so all the commits are in the link. So you are not actually making any commit as an orphan, and it goes to the orphan will be going to a garbage collection and they will be removed automatically. That is the main difference. In the git revert there is no overriding on the commit history, but whereas in the git reset you are actually overriding the git commit history. That is the difference. And you can use this git reset when you are on the private branch if you don't want to make a new commits, but when you are working on the public branch, and it's advisable to use a git revert. Let us implement. Let's see a git status, and see we have something is on the stage and something we have in our local file. There are some modifications, and if you want to reset, before we reset, let's see what are the commits we made. Git log hyphen hyphen one line, and see there are 4 commits we have. And let me push all my changes to, let me commit all my changes which I made into the local and the stage. Git add star. See, now I added everything into a stage, so everything is in stage, and let me commit them also. Git, because if I have something in my stage or in my local, the revert will not allow me to make changes, because the revert will fail. Let's just give a try, and before I make commit, git revert, and let me revert it to this 4b, that is my commit. So we are trying to move the master pointer from this version, this commit, to this commit. But in the git, since we are using a git revert, and it's supposed to make a new commit instead of going back. Okay, the git revert is failed. This is expected since we have something is on the stage, and let us commit the staged files first, and then we can come back here. Git commit hyphen m, committing the staged files for revert, or actually you can create a stash and you can put all these changes on a stash and you can apply later. I'll talk about a stash in the next video. Okay, now there is nothing on my stage or in the local copy. Now I should be good and I can run the git revert. See, since this is going to make another commit, as we mentioned, as we discussed, this is going to make a new commit, and it is asking you to enter the message for this particular commit. Since as if it is making a new commit without any comment message that we have given, it is asking us to enter the comment. If you are not going to enter, this is going to abort the commit. Let's enter, because since it is asking for a commit message, it's making a new commit for sure. This is to test git revert. Escape colon write git quit. Okay, now we actually performed a git revert, and let's verify how many commits are there on the master. Earlier there are 4 commits. Now let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Why we are seeing 6 here? This commit we made to commit all our staged files, but after this commit only we performed the revert. That's why you are seeing one more. This is my second commit on master, whatever you are seeing. Commit on my master. See, So now you are seeing 1 2 3 4 5 6 commits. Earlier there were 4 commits, and we made one more commit for committing all our staged files. So earlier there were 5 and now there are 6 commits, and you actually performed a revert operation on this particular branch. See, this is the same structure. So version is being placed here, and you are not removing any commit, you are not overriding the history, you are making a new commit and bringing the same version from here to here, and that's all. That is the git revert. And hope you understand the concept of a git revert and a git reset, and when to use a git revert and where to use a git reset. And if you have any questions, please feel free to comment on the comment section. Thanks for watching the video.